Hi, I'm Angela, but most people call me Ange. I'm on the go to one of United Way of Greater Stark County's partners. These are the folks helping to build a stronger community. Let's learn more about them.
So Joe, I've worked at United Way for a long time, so I'm very familiar with child and adolescent behavioral health, but you know what? I have never actually heard the story about why and how the agency got started. So could you share that with us?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you for being here. United Way has been a huge supporter of CNAs for many, many years. So we'll be celebrating 50 years. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And so we were born in 1976. And the reason that we were formulated in the first place is our local mental health board said, we don't have anybody that specializes in just children. So back in 1976, we were formed as a nonprofit agency to serve solely children birth to 24 years of age. We got our very humble start from the community saying, we have a need and let's fill that need. And so here we are 50 years later.
That's amazing. And I like I said, I didn't know that story, and I think about what they saw in that time compared to today. I mean, we still see such a huge need.
Children have very different ways of developing. Their brain develops differently than an adult. And so we have to treat that. What's really also cool about CNA is our staff are licensed. They can work with adults, but they want to specialize in working with just children.
I think you touched on something that I have really learned more about in recent years is that importance of mental and behavioral health, because I think a lot of folks can think, well, what could little kids need, mental health services for? But come to find out, it's actually really, really important.
And we know those first 8 years of life are probably the most instrumental to how we develop. And so it's important for us to get in at an early age and sometimes just teach parents the importance of a routine, because routines are key. That's what kids crave and thrive on. We're setting that foundation.
You touched on another thing that really resonated with me as a parent. It is about the kids, but so much of it comes back to your skills to be able to parent in a way that's best for your child.
Well, it's part of our mission statement, right? It says that we help children, youth, and families meet life's challenges. You don't get a license when you become a parent. What they do is say, here you go, good luck. And we know that life happens to all of us. We have staff that are able to support you and help you and go hand in hand with you. And you don't have all the answers, and nor do we, but we can tell you, here's some of the best practices. Is no judgment, because we've all been there. We've all had that screaming child in the middle of Walmart going, what do I do with this? Right. And so we walk hand in hand and say, we're partnering with you. We serve all 17 school districts in Stark County, over 4,000 kids a year. But with Consultation and School Base, we're in 8 different school districts. We're the provider in the school when the need comes up and provide those services on site when the need is happening in real time. Again, you and I know if we're walking away from something and we are feeling anxious, it's all that we think about. And then we want to say, go back to class and be able to function, right? And we know that it's not going to happen. So we're able to be able to say, here's what you need to think about. That's key to really making sure the kids are feeling supported and they know that they have the support that they need to be successful.
I'm sure you've seen a million stories over your time here, but is there any that stick out?
So we had a young girl who was self-select mute when she came here. This young lady was probably 10th grade or so, and we had at the time a governor's task force here. So we gave the tour, and so I walk into the classroom and she says, Mr. French, who are these people? And I said, let me give you a hint. Their boss is running for President of the United States. And she said, do you all work for Ronald Trump? And I said, not Ronald, it's Donald. And no, it's John Kasich, the governor of the state of Ohio. And she's like, I don't know who that is. Can we have a prom? And I was like, well, let me think about that. So I walked back into the group and I said, I just want you to know you saw one of the best things about the treatment. And they said, what was that? And I said, that young lady that asked us about the prom wouldn't speak to a single person when she came here. and she's talking freely in front of all of you. She's ready to go back into her typical school environment. We've done our job.
So I've been with United Way, it'll be 27 years in February, and you all have been one of our partners for the entire time that I've been there. I'm not exactly sure how far back it goes, but we certainly feel fortunate to have you in our toolbox of being able really to deliver services and support the families.
We've all been there. We've all been in a place where we're like, I don't know where to turn. I don't know what to do. And to be able to say, we do, we can help you. And really give them the tools that they need to be successful. It's probably one of the most rewarding things there is. And I say this all the time, it's not me. I get to be the one sitting here talk to you, but the real community heroes are our staff. If you really think about what they do every day, 8 hours of sitting and listening to kids say, I'm not sure I want to be here tomorrow. And they make them understand how important they are. They give them that hope. They make sure that they're healthy, and they provide happiness. And it's what we do. And they do it every single day.
Thanks for visiting another community partner with us. Join us next time to see who else is making a positive difference in Greater Stark County.